Hi, Rama. It's week 18, day 4 of our Bible narrative reading plan. Today we're in 1 Samuel chapter 20. We pick up right where we left off with David fleeing from Ramah. Remember, Saul has gone there and Saul is overcome by the Spirit of the Lord. And David flees from there to get away, and he goes back to where Jonathan is, his close friend Jonathan, who is also Saul's son. And he says to Jonathan, "What have I done? Why is your father trying to kill me? What is my guilt?" And Jonathan says, no, that's not what he's doing. He told me that's not what he's doing. He doesn't want to kill you. And David says, no, Jonathan, look, he really does. He doesn't want you to know about it, but he really does. He wants to kill me. I'm one step away from death. And so David and Jonathan, they set up this plan, the system for Jonathan to inquire, to truly find out, does Saul want to kill David? And they set up this system so that with the help of a young archer, that Jonathan can convey that message to David, and if Saul really does want to kill David, then David can flee as fast as possible, but not risk being seen with Jonathan, because he knows that people would be watching where the king's son goes, and if they see the king's son with David, then perhaps that would tip off Saul yet again, and that would lead to David's capture. And so Jonathan goes in to his father Saul, and he asks him these questions, and it becomes quite clear that Saul indeed, as if there was any doubt in our minds, it becomes clear to the reader, it becomes clear to Jonathan, Saul definitely wants to kill David. His hatred is so full in his heart that he's even speaking harshly to his own son, Jonathan. He throws a spear at his son Jonathan, and Jonathan recognizes, look, this is not just a little tiff. He is very angry. He's filled with hate, and he will not rest until he kills David. Even as Saul puts it in terms of saying that, well, look, Jonathan, you're not going to be king as long as David is alive. It's really not even about Jonathan, because Saul is selfish. He doesn't love his son that much. He is hateful toward God's anointed. And so Saul is very clear with his intentions, and Jonathan goes and he uses the help of that archer boy to send the message to David. So David now understands his life is on the line. He must flee from Israel. And even there at the last minute, we see that Jonathan risks this farewell with David, whom he loves so dearly, his very close friend. And so we understand from all of this that God is continuing to show his affirmation of David as king. Even as Saul, the current king, his family continues to be loyal to the true king, David. Over and over and over, God continues to preserve his chosen king. Even as the path to the throne will not be easy, it will be difficult, God always accomplishes what he plans. Here's a summary of today's reading.
For more information, go to tunemyheart.org.